everyone is doing great and Happy New Year. It's 2023 finally. And I'm quite excited about it because I have so many things that I have been kind of planning and working on for a while. And it's time to share it with you. Just trying to check, as always, that I am live. Yes, so I'm live on LinkedIn and YouTube, which is some of the things that will be changing as well this year. But I'm live now on LinkedIn and YouTube. So if you have any questions for me or thoughts, suggestions, please do share them. I'll keep an eye on the chat. And also, if you're joining me, just say hello and where you're joining from. As I said, I'm keeping an eye on my mobile just to make sure that at least, and on the chat, just to make sure that I can see your comments. So I'm kicking off this year with something a bit new. I'm changing the way I've done the live streams, trying to improve things so that it can reach to as many people as possible. And I'll go through some of those changes and also what I'm doing. I realized that some people are following me. A lot of people have actually followed me in the past month while I've been taking some holidays towards the end of December. So I wasn't really active the last couple of weeks. But I'll share a bit about me, what I do, what changes in the way I kind of share knowledge and where you can reach me. I'll use maybe the five W's, one H, which is who, what, where, when, and why, and how you can reach and how. So, who am I? Yes, I'm Fatema El-Wakeel. For those who are new to my platforms, I had also some changes in my life last year, which I'm going to update you about. So, I work full time for Unilever, which is great. Love it. They're a great organization. I'm not speaking on the platform on its behalf, though. So just make sure that all thoughts here are my own. And also, I am part of other organizations because I'm academic in the University of Cambridge. I'm a global assembly member in the University of Manchester, a global board member in the Institute of Management Accountants in the US. So whatever I'm speaking here is not on behalf of any of those organizations. They are my thoughts. But yeah, this is who I am. So what do I do? I have a great passion for data. If you know me, you know that. And that's what I'm trying to do this year. So what I'm going to try to do this year is to share with you as much information as possible on data strategy, future technologies, especially the metaverse. But also, obviously, because it's the metaverse, I'll be speaking a bit about blockchain. I'll be speaking about digital twins, sharing examples. Last year, I was having chats only with academics. The previous year, it was only authors. This year, really opening it. I'll have chat with different peoples. The chat is basically a coffee chat, like today, just grabbing a cup of coffee with someone. We are discussing our views on something, how we think, how we think things can be done. Trying to share this knowledge with others, really, with you, because I think this is important, and also listening to your questions. So I'll be going live same as last year. First, trying to manage it here. First Wednesday of the month. Trying to remember. First Wednesday of the month at 7 p.m. every month. And I'm going live in Figure It Out with Fatema. It's basically figuring things out. And when I say figuring things out, I'll be, yes, figuring data strategy, figuring the future technologies, and figuring a career in data and analytics, especially the management career, like managers, senior managers, in how you can figure this kind of what career suits you best when it comes to data analytics and how can you progress. So I'll be sharing all this with you every first Wednesday of the month at 7 p.m. UK time. So that's what I do, basically sharing passion. I just got a question, so I'll just respond here. How can I Hopefully then you can see the chats. No, you can't. Okay, so I have a question here from Mohammed. Yeah, digital twin. Interested? Yes, I'll be sharing things about digital twins. So I'll be explaining a bit more. There is a session which I'm going to share after this session, after this live stream with you, Mohammed, on the comments. I'll put in the a link to digital twin. I had a chat last year with Fran, and we shared some thoughts on it. But I'll be sharing even more this year. But I'll put that link in the comments. So yes, I'll definitely put some more digital twins then. And yeah, please do share your thoughts and introduce yourselves in the comments. I'm keeping an eye. So that's a bit about who I am, what I do, why I do it, which is my passion, where I'm going to do it. So this year, I'm going to go live on LinkedIn and YouTube. Those sessions you'll also find in the podcast, Figure It Out with Fatema. They said, figuring everything out. And it's just a journey. So you'll find it on the podcast on Apple and on Spotify if you want to listen to any recording. Those live streams will not be edited. So basically, I prefer to be, this is me. And if I'm having a chat with one of the colleagues or or someone in the area, it's just really us thinking about things and sharing them with you. So no editing. I'm doing this to share as much knowledge as possible. So this is where you're going to find it. Podcasts. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Twitter. I know last year I had other platforms, but I think I'm minimizing it this year just to have so much going on. But I want to make sure that I share with you as much knowledge as possible. So that's where you're going to find me. When you're going to find me, as I said, first Wednesday of the month at 7 p.m. UK time. I'll share daily post on LinkedIn. So make sure to follow my LinkedIn profile. This is where I'm going to share as much information as possible. So click the bell button, I think, on the top, and that will notify you once I share something. So this is when I'm going to share things, where I'm going to share them. I'm also be participating in different conferences. I have some things in the pipeline at the moment. I'm not going to share them yet. I'll announce them as on when the the organizers will start organizing the conference, will start publishing about the conferences. But I'm speaking in few conferences. I'm trying to focus on academia as well. So I'm trying to do both the professional or the industry and the academic bit. Thanks, Mohammed. Yes. Okay. So he was saying about this about the digital twin. So first time to knowing this term. Thank you. Pleasure. And I think this is why I'm doing that. It's basically sharing terms, sharing the profession. Analytics is maturing. That's always something you'll hear me saying. Data and analytics is maturing as we speak. Future technologies. We are still developing the profession is still being developed as we speak. And that's why I made sure that this year the name of my live sessions and on the podcast is really Figure It Out, because I don't know everything. No one knows everything because the profession is maturing. Things are being developed, being invented, and we're just figuring things out. So I thought that's just brilliant. It's really figuring things out. So, and I'm figuring them out with you as well, because the more things are maturing, the more I'm learning, and I love learning. So, um, so that's the four W's. Who am I, and what do I do? Why do I do it? Where you can find me, and when you can find me. How I'm going to share this with you is through videos, through written content. I have my blog as well. So if you want, all my posts and everything are on my website, fatema.el-Wakeel.com. You can definitely reach me there. If you're watching this, please do put in your comments your thoughts, your ideas, suggestions. I'm super excited about 2023 and I have so many plans, but I also want to hear from you what you want to, how I can support you. I can support the data profession and support your own career. So share your thoughts with me. And yeah, that was just a quick session, really, giving you some updates on what's happening and what to expect in 2023. As I said, on LinkedIn, YouTube, I have my blog, and on the podcast, those are my major platforms that I'm using. I'm also on Twitter, but yeah, just reach me on LinkedIn. I think is the main. Follow me on LinkedIn, as this is where you'll find a lot of a lot of the ideas and the posts. Just trying to manage. So Harris, thanks for the initiative. Great work. Thank you very much, Harris. A pleasure. And yeah, I think it's just, as I said, the data profession is maturing and we're all learning. And I want to make sure that I can support as many people as possible at the start of their career, the middle of their careers. And yeah, we're all, as I said, it's figuring it out. So that's about what you can expect in 2023. Please do share your thoughts, ideas, and comments. I want to make sure that I can support as many as possible, and I'll make sure to share that. First, I'd like to know more about data strategy and how best to set up for clients. I work in digital transformation. Definitely. Okay. I'll definitely put that. Data strategy is a passion of mine, and I think it's an area which is not tapped enough. I was reading. I was reading a survey that was done, and it said, and I'll put a link to the survey because I can't remember at the moment on top of my head who did the survey. But I remember because I looked at it and it says more than, like, organization with more than 4,000 people, and it said 26% of organization only have a data strategy, which is just, it was mind blowing. Organization operating without a data strategy is such a challenge because if you don't know where you're going, not really sure you can go to the right destination. So so yeah, it's data strategy is very important. Not all organizations have it. Not It's not widely spread, but I definitely put a couple of sessions then on that. I'd love to share more about it and explain it more, including the maturity, how to assess the maturity, long-term visions, 3-year, 5-year plans, how even to track technology when you create a data strategy, because part of your data strategy is understanding when you're going to tap into the metaverse, or if you're going to do some testing, doing analytics, even basic things like visualizations projects or putting data in the data asset. So I'll definitely share all of that. Thank you very much, Harris, for the suggestion. But yeah, please, if you're watching this now, keep sharing thoughts. If you're watching it on replay, whether on YouTube or on the podcast, please do share with me your thoughts. I'll make sure I read each and every comment and I respond. I try to respond to the messages, but it's not very, I get a lot of messages. But yeah, I definitely keep track on the, I keep an eye on the messages. So please make sure to share your thoughts and comments. So with that, just want to thank you all for logging in. Really enjoy those chats and, meeting my network every Wednesday, first Wednesday of the month. It just makes me buzz, really. So thank you all for being here, and I'm looking forward to your comments, thoughts, and suggestions. Have an awesome Wednesday and see you next month.